Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Boilermakers will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Washington's offense will come out first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a...
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches.
And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Oh, better look out!
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5.
Turning it on! Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Wow, how about the stop-start speed? That reminds you of Napoleon Kaufman or Bishop Sankey, Myles Gaskin, great Washington Husky running backs of years past that just made defenders look silly because of that stop-start ability. This dude has some wheels.
Skips away from pressure. Complete to the right. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. And the Huskies started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Williams looking for a man. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. From the 3-yard line, they'll try it again on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Just drives in between the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
So Purdue's offense will take the field for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will.
Breaks into the open. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
That's a bang-bang play, three-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
Looking downfield on first down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And it's good from 58 yards out. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more.
Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they got it at the 49.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are...
Got some room to run. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force-feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Runs through a tackle. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
To the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Horton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Boilermakers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting three on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the ground with the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Williams will pass. He finds a dead spot in the middle. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking for room. It's Coleman. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. There's the pressure. Fired in there, but incomplete. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They go to the ground. Fights off the defender. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on third down.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, third and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up. And
big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Man, those plays are frustrating on a defense. You get 3 stops and you force that fourth down, trying to get off the field. But the offense makes the play, gets the first down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Going for it all. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this? He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Boilermakers will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Here's the return. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came.
Oh, he's got some space. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. 1st and 10. Trying play action. Pressure coming. Forced out of the pocket. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Washington right back to the line.
This guy's getting himself into a rhythm here early. You just saw a beautiful throw in the previous play. Now he's showing off the speed, and you can't blame him, honestly. When you run like him, even if it's first down, if it's not open, just take off. This defense is going to be on their heels all game long if they can't find a way to start slowing him down.
Got a man. It's Lawson. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Williams looking for a man. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, the clock has hit zeros. Here's a look at the big moment from that battle in the Pac-12. Stanford overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from Palo Alto, this Cardinal team has to be thrilled with this result. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake up the Pac-12 standards.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Leaves it with the back. Plows through the defense. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got an open man. There he goes. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Boilermakers look to keep this drive humming. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
This guy's been an absolute force in this offense early this season, guys. We're only in the 3rd game. He's already got 3 touchdown catches. Talk about a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They'll run it to the right. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Going to try to get it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be 3rd and long. Williams will pass. Stands in and takes the hit. It's caught. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires on the move. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. He has the 1st and still on his feet. Oh, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Huskies.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Branch. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, giving those receivers faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the sack all the way back at the 5. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Boilermakers line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got it near midfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. 20 Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Finds his big tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Here's the handoff. Tough run gets it into the red zone and they knock him down at the 17.
And you know what? The best third down offenses don't get the third down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard. Got a nice game, popped one, got a first down. Who needs third downs if you can just pound it down their throat in second?
Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Washington! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they'll improve. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's McCovey. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Pocket breaking down. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. You can't do that. An illegal forward pass will cost the offense 5 yards. And the Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Wants to bring it back. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Handoff to the single back. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. And the Huskies will kick it away to start the second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This crowd still bringing the intensity to open the second half. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Walker. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Offense will try to get some momentum going on first and 10. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. They'll try to run for it. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Boilermakers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Off-play action on 1st down. Right on the money. At midfield, he's got room. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Last completion got them a 1st down. Let's see what they do now. Give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Williams looking for a man. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lawson. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Husky! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Tennessee is delivering an offensive masterpiece so far. It feels like they've been singing Rocky Top all day. They're up by 15 over Georgia. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Hold it, finds his man on the left.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Boilermakers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Gives it on the option. Turning it on. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The play action fake. Caught in the backfield. It's McCoby. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the...
Fires one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Boilermakers will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Williams will pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Quarterback had no shot on that play. He had a defender bearing down on him. He knew he was going to get hit. I think he should have just thrown that thing out of bounds. He's lucky that wasn't picked throwing into double coverage.
Quarterback empties his backfield. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires to the wideout. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Jackson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Williams looking for a man. Using the quick game. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. He saw man coverage, and the idea, just get it to my receiver as quickly as I can and let him work, David.
See man and see the cushion and see the guy backed up a little bit. Now I know I can get it to him right now and get a positive gain.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Under fire. Gets some yardage and gets down.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open.
Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They're going to ride this running back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. We've reached the break. It's Washington holding the lead. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Makes the catch. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies! And the stomping has commenced. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's French. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And the Boilermakers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll throw on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Purdue!
What a massive play for the offense. And sometimes when you're calling it deep in your own end, you're expecting man coverage or at least a one-on-one to the outside of the field, and that's what they had. The quarterback put air under it. The receiver shows off his speed. They make the catch, and it's not just a big first down. It's a touchdown. That is a momentum-changing play.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Williams will pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Rides to back and leaves it. Oh, he's got some space. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Boilermakers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Here's a heat. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get the...
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Off play action. He'll take another shot here. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Williams looking for a man. Hauls it in. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the 1st down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
And man, is it nice just to have this guy right here. Like, give him the football, and they're going to give it to him early, and they're going to give it to him often. And a lot of times we see, man, late in the games, just like right here, he makes those big plays, wears down the defenses, and he is a handful late.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on third down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Power football with the run. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Leaves it with the running back. There he goes! Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Can't get it to the ground. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the run, it's Washington. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Set, ready.
The give to the tailback. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. You don't want to get carried away. It's still early, but that was an impressive performance to go to 3-0. What do you think? How